Hi everybody and welcome back, and I hope everyone is doing just super. Well, this is going to be a quick news topic video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I keep telling myself to try and do these on a regular basis, but as they say, life happens. So, 4 topics I wanted to talk about. Number 1 is the comments or more comments on the Ubuntu 11.04 versus Windows 7 video I did a while back. On the number 2 topic will be the new Gnome 3.2. Number 3 will be the new Amazon Kindle Fire. And more importantly, that's why I left it for last, is the new Windows 8 UEFI, which I believe stands for the Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. But first up is the more comments and my comments on the Ubuntu 11.04 versus Windows 7 video that I did back on April 28th. Okay. The comments on this keep on coming. I've already commented twice on this video through my comments corner screencast that I've done just recently. First of all, thank you, all of you, for all of your comments, and I do mean that, whether they're positive, negative, and somewhat comical sometimes. Thank you for all of the comments. I do look at all, or at least try to look at all of the comments that I receive. I don't necessarily reply to all the comments. It can be at times somewhat overwhelming. To those of you that I have not replied, please accept my sincere apologies. But this particular video, again, the comments keep on coming. As far as the likes and dislikes, it's pretty much split. This is really what I expected in the end. About 209 likes, 103 dislikes so far. Those of you who follow my channel, I dual boot, as well as you know, and I call it as I see it, good and bad. So something like this, it's going to be impossible to appease or appeal only to the Linux community and or only to the Windows side or to the Windows community. Of course, with these videos, that is not my intention. Again, I call it as I see it, and I'm being upfront and honest, as honest as I can be when I do a comparison video such as Ubuntu Unity versus Windows 7. Basically, to finalize this, I like using Ubuntu Unity. So if you haven't already, please check out this video and let me know what you think. As far as me commenting more on this, unless you guys want to see more of my comments, I think I'm done with this since the Ubuntu 11.10 Beta 2, I believe, was just released. I don't normally like to mess with alphas or betas. I like to wait to at least the release candidate or final release before I give my upfront conclusions about any new released operating system from the Ubuntu community. Okay, well, next up on the topic news will be the new Gnome 3.2. The new Gnome 3.2, I believe, was released just yesterday. And there's apparently a new file manager called Emperor. Here's a screenshot here. Now, Emperor is based what looks like a dual pane or dual window pane system. And from what I understand, this is an option. It's not meant to be as a replacement for the standard Nautilus file manager. Again, this is called Emperor, and you can download and try this if you wanted to. I probably will not, since I currently enjoy the version of GNOME and the file manager Nautilus. I think it works just fine. Alright, next up on the list, the new Amazon Kindle Fire. This is a new tablet. This is going to be released, let's see, looking at my notes, on November 15th. This new tablet will have a 7-inch color touchscreen and have a dual core processor. Not bad, considering this will run, I believe, $199.99, but this will be released on November 15th, and of course you can get more information on Amazon's website. Okay, the last thing and the most important thing, the Windows 8 UEFI. Now, I was not totally aware of this until after the comments I received after doing the Windows 8 preview video I did back September 21st, and basically I described it as very interesting, and I still feel that way. As far as Windows 8 goes, trying out the developer's preview, it's totally different, just like Ubuntu Unity is, well, I guess was totally different. But I had mixed feelings about Unity when it first came out, but after trying it, I kind of like it, and I still do. Windows 8, I'm not sure. I'll have to wait to the to the beta release or final release to give you my conclusions. But best I can tell you right now, as far as Windows 8, I'm split 50-50 whether I will like it or not. Now, the UEFI, the Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. There's been some rumors, news reports, speculation that if Microsoft implements this UEFI, which I guess amounts to some kind of a secure boot system, for lack of a better term, if Microsoft finalizes this, now again, this is just talk and speculation, but if Microsoft does implement this, this will prevent a PC consumer, laptop consumer, this will prevent a consumer from installing an alternative operating system such as Ubuntu, Linux Mint. It will prevent you to install an alternative system to be used as a dual boot. Now, again, this has not been finalized, so this may or may not happen. Now, this has something to do with keeping the operating system secure and activation keys and all that good stuff. Let me just say this. I will wait till the final verdict to see if this is implemented or not. This Microsoft UEFI, or right now, if they're really going to implement this, I'm going to call it the Windows or the Microsoft Goofy. Because let me just say this. If this turns out to be 100% true, I would not be inclined, or I would not be interested in buying a Windows 8 computer. Let me put it to you that way. I enjoy dual booting, and I promote Linux as a choice for Windows users. It doesn't mean that you have to like it. It doesn't mean that you have to use it. Try it, like it. If you don't, that's okay. Go back to Windows 7. But if this UEFI turns out to be completely true, I would not be inclined to purchase a Windows 8 or a computer that has Windows 8 installed. And I think I will leave it at that for now. Let me know what you guys think. You can leave your comments on YouTube or here on the website, the Total OS Today website, Total Operating System Today, of course. But as far as the UEFI, my first thought when I looked at that, hey, it's the Microsoft UEFI or Goofy. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I hope what Microsoft is attempting to do, I hope it's not totally accurate. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and as always, I will catch you sometime in the future. Ciao.